Alright guys, I keep failing. Not just at this video, but explaining this. It's been over close to 45 days since I first tried to submit this to 500 professors in a way that it's my fault. I understand something that I don't know how to communicate well. I'm really working on that. I'm working on slowing down in a way that one day maybe people will understand me. And my emphasis on getting this out there is that I really believe that this can really push civilization and advance man and technology in a way that we really can add some positive changes to the world. And I want to be part of that change, so that's why I'm here. So let's get on with it. As far as AI is concerned, and as far as technology is concerned, I just want to quickly speak to how, as things continue to advance, we're met with the difficult question of, will we repeat our past in a way that the last time we had advancement in technology, E equals mc squared by Albert Einstein, we all know the end result was 2 atomic bombs that dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So 200,000 deaths for one of the most important mathematical problems in the world, but the scientists of the day didn't have the ability to really communicate their fears, I imagine. I think some of them may have even been able to know the things that could have resulted in the power behind that technology. So the destructive force killed 200,000 people, and I can't allow something like that to happen again. So as I introduce my solution, I want the world to know that my end result for this is to end war, to help the starving. Some of this stuff, that the applications that this can be used with, it's endless. So you'll get to know more of my mission, but I just really got to get that out there before we really dive into this. So here we go. The Hutter solution. The Hutter solution is a compression algorithm that really is just asking to turn something big into something small. How do we do that? Easy. On the blockchain. What do you mean? Well, if an NFT exists in relationship, in tangent, in code, it's written in code for one thing to be in relation to this thing, all we need to know is that the size of this thing is 100 gigabytes. So as long as something can access this, it can read the path that it needs to take to get here. So how do I explain that without really muddying the water? Because this is really important, and it's such a simple concept. It's really hard to not get, to not understand. It can slip in a way that we'll use a watch. So a watch can be made to access the internet. It's got basic software, but its only software really is to read and to check on a wallet, this wallet, and see that this NFT exists, and this NFT directs it to this NFT. So really, the code is just bouncing it around on the blockchain. So it's really going from reading a 100 gigabyte object to a 100 gigabyte object. And as far as the code really needs to do, it really needs to just read the newest updated version of this wallet A. So the newest NFT is the truest data. So when it comes to like Wiki and compressing all human knowledge, just storing it on the blockchain as a permanent reference point, we can always access wallet A for, it's basically Wiki wallet A. And then when the Wiki gets updated in a week or so, or once a month, we update the NFT file. And so what this watch is doing is it's reading the newest updated file that exists in this directory online. But it's a blockchain, so it's permanent and it can't go anywhere. This watch just needs internet access. That's it. So now it's not reading this one. So there's a misconception, because I know I'm just throwing out the NFTs and we're really getting into the meat of things without really explaining much. But there's a large amount of people in the blockchain world that will understand this and understand me in the way that they know that NFTs are not just fucking pictures. They're not $100 million pictures. They're multi-trillion-dollar ideas that can exist. I mean, if you NFT something, it's permanent, so it's never going away. So really get into the root of like how this can just be a file. It's a file save as, but harder. It's never going away. So you can really program anything into the blockchain. It's always going to be there. And that's way more profound than people actually even realize. As things continue to grow, we'll have, permanent placeholders and data that represent, the world. There's, I think, millions of Internet of devices, or it's IoT technology, Internet of, I'm fucking that up. Fuck. Whatever. We'll get there. This is one of my first videos, so we're really diving into this. Just, fuck me. Alright. I don't know if I explained it well enough, that we got one more thing to add to this. The importance of this is that this information, these NFTs, they can be anything, like basically even programs. Just, it's not stored on an iCloud, it's not stored in any cloud. It's a shared responsibility of millions of computers that exist around the world. There's a wealth network of computers that can access. You can just imagine being able to access anything that's valuable enough that you NFT it. So we'll use a picture again, just to make things simple, but you NFT a picture of your dog and your computer breaks. You don't lose that ever. It's permanent. That's the thing you value. That's why you NFT'd it. It exists here on a computer in Africa. It can exist here in India. It's a shared responsibility to hold data. So what that really comes down to is what will we NFT? What will we find valuable as we go forward in this generation and the ones following it? That really just, it speaks to a permanent record of who we are and what we value. What I'm trying to do with this is get people to understand the thing that I value is everyone. I don't want to see this technology used for evil. I don't know how to better explain that. I'm not pressed to get the technology out there in the way that I want the fame. I just think it's important that if someone is going to lead this kind of innovation, and if I'm the one that understands the things I think I understand, then I want to lead and do good. I do. The idea that there's a collective consciousness as far as a computer is concerned, that we can store data permanently. It's never going to go away. The things that occur on there will never leave. That kind of ability, it changes how we approach everything we do, from business to the technology to how we interact online, the things we say, the things we do, the things we buy. We'll be judged. We'll be judged for the things that exist as NFTs, that exist on the blockchain, in a way that we're not really judged right now. We're not. That online presence, it really has to come from a good place, or the world will know that you're not a good person if you have NFTs that are hidden. Because what's there to hide in a manner if you're a good person? So that's where we're at with this. I hope I'm clear. I'm hitting this to my friends before I submit this. This relationship, it's 100 gigabytes compressed into 100 kilobytes. And because it's on the blockchain, it's secure. It's literally encrypted. It's always encrypted. You can't break this. The code is simple. It never has to change. And the software that can exist on a computer, my computer over here, or on a watch, all it really needs to do is follow the path. It's like following the Collatz conjecture, I think, in a way that it looks like coral reef, and you're starting at this high pinnacle, and you're just coming down this tree, or like a family tree, all the way to the single endpoint. It's like a God particle, but it's not really that important because it's just a regular NFT. We're directing the software to read a directory of the final point in a data stream, and if like I don't want to call it an index. I think that's not right. But you're really, I mean, you're just getting down to the gritty, to like the single point. It can represent a big thing. The blockchain is literally a neural network. I want people to understand that we're building this technology in a way that we just have to share the responsibility to do good and to build this network, this neural network that's permanent, in a way that the technology that's built, it really changes how we live. It really helps society. I don't know a better way of expressing that. I may have gone overkill with my video. I can't tell half the time. It's just, there's a lot I gotta say, and sometimes there's not enough time, it feels like, but I think I'm doing it right. And just remember, like, this is supposed to change the world. This is supposed to let us get to more data, to do more things. Alright, it was a little heavy today. I don't know how to better express. I'm just trying to do as much good. I know I highlight the bad, and I'm like, death. I'm not that worried. I'm not. I really trust everyone. I trust the collective effort, where we're heading. I know there's a yin and yang of positive to negative, but never in history have I ever seen darkness beat light. So let's live in the light, guys. I fucking love you guys. You know, let's change the world. Let's do what we can. Let's build technology that really improves how we live. Yeah, I'm gonna have more fun. It's not always gonna be like so like heavy. I don't know what to do. The world's gonna end. Like, nah. We got technology, and we got each other. We don't need to listen to the 1%. We don't need to listen to the elite class. We can listen to each other. I really believe that. I don't think we need to watch TikTok videos all day either. People just scrolling like, oh my god, this is so funny. Like, let's get some cool TikTok videos about math or science. How can we improve the world? Yeah, thanks again. I'm Adam. I love you guys. I think I said that twice. I meant it twice as much now. Yeah, thanks. I'll see you next time.